Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League on the PlayStation platform. I am your sole commentator for tonight, Malk. Unfortunately, Tim cannot make it tonight. I wish, hopefully, he will be back next week at the Monza Grand Prix for round 4. As I said, we're at the Japanese. For round 5, we're at the Japanese Grand Prix. For round 4, I'm going to go straight to the track info as well, and try and see if everything is all okay and well. Just going to go straight to the track info. So for the Japanese Grand Prix, obviously this is the 6th time we have been raced at this circuit, at the Suzuka circuit. This will be a 5.807 kilometres. We put 3.608 miles. There'll be 18 corners, 27 laps. The predicted pit stop, predicted pit strategy will be 1 stop. The tyre selections is C3, C2 and C1, which is the softs, the mediums and the hards as well. So it should be an absolute classic itself. And we've got, as you can see on the right hand side, the previous winners. We have got all the famous, like the winners that have won at the Suzuka track. And obviously we've got quite a few drivers who have obviously won and have won when they were racing in the Performance League as well as the other leagues. The ones to watch out for obviously is Sab and Nigel Gash. They're the ones who should be racing tonight, and should be an absolute classic to see if they can try and emulate the track in tonight's race. But like I said, guys, like I said, we're at the Invictus Racing League. We've got all the platforms for the YouTube, for the PlayStation for tonight for the Performance League. But we've also got the Xbox Performance League live exclusive for you on the Twitch channel, which is on the bottom left. And then you also got Facebook and Instagram and also Twitter for all the social media sites. And also check out the InvictusRacingLeague.com for all the latest news and updates wherever there is on the Invictus League. So let's go to the driver standings. Do apologise. So for all the driver standings, we had to split because we've got about over 20 drivers. So at the moment for the Performance League, after 3 rounds, you got Wojtek, who's just got into first place after that win at Russia in first place. You got Nightshades, who's in second. Then you also got Harry, who's in third. You got Sab in fourth. Paul Racetech in fifth. You got Hulk in sixth. Moreno, who's in seventh place. Nigel Gash is in eighth place. Matty is in 9th, Roy Boy is in 10th, Ginger Tiger is in 11th, TL4 Forest is in 12th, Gareth Hall is in 13th place, Pasmar Dussel on his debut had a podium, well, second place to be fair, in Russia. But let's go to the bottom half, or the remaining bottom half of the drivers. Obviously Charlie Harris is in 15th, you've got Scott Buckner is in 16th place. Ronanosaurus, who's in 17th. O'Stephen is in 18th. Roy Mack is in 19th. Huntara is in 20th. Maggot is in 21st. You've got TGG Nathan, Tarak, and Bando, who are all at the bottom with no points at all. So that's the drivers. We're going straight to the constructors. So for the constructors, for the top half, obviously Bumper Run Racing, who's in first with 113 points. You got BTEC Racing, who's in second with 99 points. HM Racing is in third with 72 points. Joint with third place is Dive Bomb Motorsport, who's in fourth with 72 points. You got Nitro Roy Racing, who's in fifth with 65 points. And then for the remaining bottom half, you got DXT, Matty and Ginger Tiger with the Only Force and Horsepower Racing in 6th place with 61 points. You got Functional Skills Autosport is in 7th with 52 points. Hersaurus is in 8th with 45 points. Me Machine Racing Team is in 9th with 25 points. And Simbana in 10th with 13 points. Let's not go any further. Let's not drag any further along. Let's go straight to the live scene. Go straight to the lobby itself. Now, we're at the Performance League. Just a reminder, guys who are new or not sure how the format works. The Performance League, obviously, for every odd race, you're always going to get the qualifying as well as the race itself. But for every even race, you will have the reverse results of the odd race that was just recently done. So, because we've done the Russia, so Wojtek, who won the race last week, he will start right at the back of the grid. And the allocation has always been done on every 2 weeks. So this is the last race for these guys who are on the allocated car. That does not mean that that allocated car with those drivers is their technical teammate. That it could be different teammates, as you saw from the constructors and the drivers' stand-ins, as we just briefly shown there. But overall, I think we're going to see an absolute classic tonight. Absolute classic. So we're just waiting for the race to set up. So normally with the Japanese Grand Prix, the best strategy to go for is either the soft mediums is definitely the way forward, especially when you've got the fresh tyres at the start, what these guys are going to do. Or you could do soft hards, depending on if there's a safety car within the first few laps, or there's been an incident. That's the biggest question. But obviously, I would try and avoid the hards as much, and I'll say this again, as much as possible. You've got a couple of corners which we are going to be looking forward to. We've got Spoon Curve, which is at turn 14, and then also you've got 130R. That's the one where you can, like the fast left-hander, just before the chicane part in the third sector. So I'm quite looking forward to this race because you got all these great drivers who are really up for it tonight. They really are up for it. And but like I said, guys, I hope everyone's all okay and well and going to be enjoying the stream. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races itself. So we're just waiting for the situation as we are loading up now. So we should be able to kick off for the start of the race. So we're going to go straight to the race, as I said earlier on. If you've just joined in and you're not sure what's going on, there will be no qualifying because this is the 4th race. And to be fair though, it's the drivers that you definitely need to have a good start, especially through the first sector with the S's. That's the most well, it's one of the parts of the track where you have to get a rhythm going, and if you don't get a rhythm going, you can drag yourself too much to the gravel onto the left or hit on the grass on the right. So, and I've seen a few times this week in the other leagues where you got people were going, all the drivers were going up the hill on through the passing the S's section, still in the first sector, but they could easily, as I said, you could easily drag yourself to the gravel and you could lose out massively. So make sure, hopefully these guys have got better setups to hold that back end, because I think yesterday when I was doing the race at Suzuka, the back end just goes, and especially when I was on trying to hopefully have a different scenario with the hard tyres itself. So it's because we had the rain scenario, but hopefully we'll see some more. Hopefully we'll try and see some updates from the weather crew. If not, hopefully we'll try and find out in a bit for you guys as well. So we're just waiting for the guys to still load up. But if you are watching the stream, what's your top 3, guys? We're about to start. So if you are watching the stream, guys, what is your top 3 for tonight? Do you think there'll be a bit of a shock, or do you think there'll be the usuals that will try and get into the top 3? So that's the big question. That's the big question of it all. So obviously it is going to be, well, at the moment it is a dry start. Pardon me. So we have a dry start. So all the drivers should be up and running for the formation lap. So just, oh my days, Maggot just lost the back end, and I think he has lost the back end, so it just depends on if, just make sure that he hasn't lost out. Yeah, unfortunately for Maggot now, he will have to unfortunately for Maggot now, he will lose out on the cold, well, he'll have the cold tyre. So I'm looking at the tyre wear for all these drivers tonight, and looking at it, we've got mixed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got about 9 drivers who are going for the medium tyre, so that's impressive. As you can see from the predicted pit stop strategy, you can do the soft mediums, or you can do the soft hards. But I would try, if I was the driver, I would try and gamble to go on, you know, hopefully we'll try and see if the guys can try and do a soft medium, because up to lap 10, I expect up to lap 10 will be the one to wait to make way to get into the situation of the good pit stop. But again, it all depends on the situation of the safety car or any incidents galore. You just never know what to expect back. That's the main thing of it all. So obviously a couple of drivers who are ones to watch out for, obviously earlier on in the session, is obviously you got Nigel Gash, who's in the Racing Point. You got Saab, who's in the Racing Point as well. So those 2 drivers who have already won the Suzuka or the Japanese Grand Prix in previous seasons of the Performance League. So those drivers will be ones to watch out for, but don't write off any of the newcomers like Pascal Dussel as well. And you've got so many good drivers who could try and push on. We're just going up to the starting grid now. 20 drivers at the Invictus Racing League who will try and win round 4 of the Suzuka track circuit at the Japanese Grand Prix. I wish everyone all the very best of luck. So here we go. Who will be the top stop? Who will be at the top step at the podium tonight? Here we go. We got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go. Maggo's had a bad start. Oh, there's been a crash. There's been a crash at the starting grid. We might have 2 wide scenarios. Maggot is out of the race. Maggot is out of the race. So unfortunately for him, he's definitely out of the race. And Pascal Dussel has also retired from the session. So Nigel Gash has got a 5-second penalty for severe collision with Moreno. So it looks like we have got the safety car. Yeah, it looks like from the screens that we are seeing at the moment. Oh no, it's a VSC, it's a virtual safety car, I do apologise. So virtual safety car should be ending any moment in time. So mad scenes at the Performance League on the Invictus Racing League, live and exclusive for you guys, and we're back live on racing now. So we're just watching Harry now trying to chase onto Nightshades for 5th place, and 4 drivers already have got the penalties at the start of the first lap of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. So Ginger Tiger trying to catch up to these 2 drivers who are in 5th and 6th, but at the moment Harry is still trying to get past Nightshades. Harry, who's one of those drivers who've been really impressive in the F1 League, and he has done some great drives in the Performance League. in this season and last season as well, if I remember it right, back in Vietnam. So just trying to see if there's any other action galore for you guys. So trying to see if, so at the moment Giga Tiger's still trying to pressure on to Harry in 1.3 seconds of a gap still. So Bando is going to the pits for the hard tyres. I did say earlier on, if anyone gets caught in an accident or in a situation with a safety car, they can have a chance to try and pit early. But the hard tyres will last all the way to the end. The hard tyres will last all the way to the end. I'm just looking at Nightshades now, trying to close the gap onto TL44S. But yeah, at the moment, Matty still holding on. Oh no, yeah, TL44S still trying to close the gap onto O'Steven. So yeah, Paul, actually Saab getting closer to Paul Racetech in from second place. So Paul Racetech has just had a bit of a lock on his car. Can Saab capitalise on him? We'll just have to look on the straight line speed with that racing point. That's the crucial bit of it all. It looks like Nightshades could have an opportunity to try and close the gap onto TL44S. He nearly had the gap, Nightshades, but obviously Nightshades, who's been who had an unfortunate, well, I say unfortunate, he started off in the mediums in the F2 League on Tuesday. So just trying to see what's happening now. Still watching TL44S trying to close the gap onto O'Steven, but Nightshade still trying to pressure as well. But Wojtek has dropped himself down because of the S's. He's made either a mistake or must have had contact, we don't know. But Wojtek, who's the Drivers' Championship leader, he's dropped himself down to 15th place. But we've got a bit of a train at the moment from second place. So Saab trying to do everything he can to close the gap onto Paul Racetech, but not at the moment trying to do everything he can to try and close the gap into first. But O'Steven after he's missing a few races, he's brought himself back up to bring some oomph. Oh, we might have too wide. We've got a too wide scenario. Oh, Nightshades trying to make a move, but TL4S still not giving up. He's still going on for the fourth, holding on for fourth. But Nightshades will have an opportunity to get the DRS and takes it into fourth place. Brilliant move there. But can Harry make the move into fifth? He does. What a move there from Harry. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff there from Harry and also from Nightshades. So yeah, great moves there. But can TL4S try and close the gap onto Harry, or will looks like Spud? Oh no, sorry, Tarak has dropped himself down to 13th place. He's dropped himself down to 13th place. So still watching this gap between Nightshades and O'Steven. O'Steven's on the medium tyres, so he's going to try and go all the way to like lap 17. That is the way forward for him. But with that Red Bull car, he'll need to try and hold on against this three cars behind O'Steven, but O'Steven, who's been really he's brought himself back up now ever since he brought himself second place in the F3 League, sorry, the F4 League, sorry, last night. So he's brought his old self back into the racing, but can he try and hold on with this Nightshades and Harry as well? Can the two drivers do exactly the same with what they did to O'Steven, what they did to TL4S earlier on? Nightshades looks like he just does not have enough. Saab could be closer to Paul Racetech. So Nightshades still trying to push the gap. This is what I'm saying, through the S's you need to get a good rhythm going. And this is where it helps with the soft tyres. As you can see, Nightshade is getting right close to O'Stephen. But O'Stephen will have to try and defend. He's got to be careful not to go wide up the hill. And coming to the end of the first sector now. O'Stephen's still trying to hold on. We've got Nathan dropping down to 10th. Hulk has moved up to 9th place. So, Spud has dropped himself down. He's made a mistake up the hill. As I said earlier on, that's the part where people need to be careful. The drivers need to be very, very careful. And Harry trying to close the gap onto Nightshades again. These two drivers have been absolutely immense. I will go through some of the drivers in a moment soon, but this is the closest battle we've got at the moment. Wojtek has gone past Gareth now for 13th place. So it's going to be, if Nightshade can try and pull away, he will have the DRS, but at the moment he can't get away. Nightshade cannot get away from Harry. So here we go, so they've all got the DRS, and Harry will need to try, and no, he can't get close enough. I'm going to have a look at the back of the grid. Oh, where are you? There we go. So let's have a look at Gareth now. Gareth, who lost out to Wojtek. Can he get the slipstream with a DRS? Gareth, who commentates in the F1 League with Sab, who's in 2nd place at the moment, and he's doing a magnificent job, Sab, to be fair. But these two guys, as I said, they commentate on the F1 League, live exclusive for you guys on the YouTube channel. And every Monday night, and then we've got myself and Nitro for F2 League on Tuesday nights, and then you also got obviously the Xbox League on the Twitch channel on Tuesdays. You got the PC Leagues live exclusive on the YouTube channel on the F1 and F2, as well as the F4 League now. So we've got the F4 League now live and exclusive for you guys. And also, like I said, the Performance League on both, the PlayStation platform, live exclusive on the YouTube, and also Twitch for the Xbox Performance League. And check them out, guys. Please check them out. Make sure you like, subscribe, guys. We do a magnificent job as always. Pascal Dussel has unfortunately left his car, left his garage, and he's out. Same with Maggot earlier on with the. I'm just going to have a look at this 4-car battle. Just going to have a look at this 4-car battle with Saab. O'Stephen's getting closer now to. This is quite interesting. Moreno has dropped down to 9th. You got Hulk, who's moved up to 8th place. So 4-car, could be a 5-car battle for 1st place, and it's been absolutely immense stuff. I'm trying to with Japan, Suzuka, it is one of the trickiest tracks of it all, because obviously this is the only track in the F1 calendar that has got the 8-figure circuit, shall we say. So it's just, and it's an absolute iconic track, absolutely iconic. But these guys need to try and push. If O'Stephen can try and keep the pace to Saab and Paul Racetech ahead, that will be absolutely immense stuff, and it would be helping massively for his chance to try and get into the podium tonight. But with all those drivers, I mean, obviously, yes. So like I said, Nightshades, O'Stephen trying to close the gap, but can Saab? Paul Racetech is locking up that car again. His tyre is going to be absolutely shot in the next few laps, but let's see if Saab can try and finally close the gap onto Paul Racetech. But we might have Harry closing in on Nightshades. Might have, it looked like there was a close battle, but Saab still getting closer, but still not enough to get past Paul Racetech. So at the moment, Paul Racetech is still in the lead in 1st place. You've got Saab is in 2nd, O'Stephen is in 3rd, Nightshades is in 4th, Harry is in 5th, TL44S is in 6th, Ginger Tiger is in 7th, Hulk is in 8th, Moreno is in 9th, Nathan, GGG Nathan 66 is in 10th, Eric is in 11th, Tarak is in 12th. Wojtek is in 13th place. Gareth is in 14th. So Spud, good to see him back in the Performance League in 15th place. Matty is in 16th. Nitrogash is in 17th. And Bando, who's in 18th place. Nitro, who had a brilliant result yesterday in the F3 League when he had a 4th place finish after penalties, obviously. Unfortunately for him, he is right at the back of the grid, so hopefully he'll try and bounce back. But at this moment in time, we've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 cars. 6 cars, and then you got a 3 or 4 car battle from 10th place. Right, can Saab do it now? Saab has got a chance. If Paul Racetech has got a bit of a lock up, no, he doesn't. Paul Racetech is going to be lucky. Can Saab do it now? Saab needs to try and push. He's been really impressive in the last few races, Saab. Can he try and do what he has? I think he deserves to try and get into the top podium. Night Shades has made a move on to O'Stephen. So O'Stephen's dropped down to 4th. Oh my days. Oh, what a move there from Nightshades, just at the nick of time. It looked like O'Stephen got himself back into it from the turn 1. But not enough. Oh, they've gone into the grass. Luckily for O'Stephen, he needed to try and hold on massively, but he's trying to keep the pace. Obviously the medium tyres should still last a bit longer than ever before, but unlucky for O'Stephen. But Nightshades, what a move from him. So at this moment in time, we've got, as I say, we've got this 5-car battle. We'll keep this battle for now, but we're going to have a look at the back of the grid in about 10th, 11th and 12th in a moment or two, if it stays like this. Well, I'll tell you what, Tarak has gone ahead of Eric, who's in from 12th to 11th place. So, still trying to keep this battle. You don't want to lose it because, obviously, in the next few laps, you would expect Paul Racetech, Saab, Nightshades and Harry to pit. Oh, they're pitted already! I think they're trying to pit early, so they're trying to avoid... I think they're trying to get the undercut. They're trying to do the undercut. Just try and have a look at the back. Can the 2 Mercedes try and bang it out? So obviously, this is the pit stop strategy will be open for you would think for the mediums now for lap 10, or maybe early. Well, if it was hard, it would have had to have been earlier. So Tarak is going to be closer to TG Nathan in 6th place. So good battles. I do agree. There's some great battles tonight at the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, live exclusive for you guys. So should be an absolute classic. So Spud has retired. Oh, so Spud has retired. He's lost it through the S's, and I believe safety car. We have got the safety car. Unlucky for Sir Spud. Hopefully he'll bounce back next week. So as things stand, the safety car is in. If the guys who have just pitted, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So for the guys who have got to pit now, I'm trying to think who else will need to pit. You got Moreno, who's going to be trying to get, should be keeping on for the medium tyres anyway. So should be interesting stuff tonight. I'm just trying to have a look and see if there's any action. So if you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. Should be a belter. So I'm just watching Hulk now. Should be able to go on the medium tyres. As I said, the medium tyres should be able to get all the way to the end. But with the guys who have pitted early for the medium tyres, Stephen's gone for the hard tyres. So Stephen's gambled on the hard tyres. Hopefully it'll be... Well, if Paul Racetech just got ahead, this would be a perfect moment for these drivers tonight. So should be a classic. So here we go. So we're on lap 11 of 27 of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. And while this is still going on, why don't you guys check out all the social media sites of Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you check them out, guys, as well as the InvictusRacingLeague.com for all the latest updates and all the latest news and everything that you see regarding Invictus Racing Leagues. So just try and see. Now, let me have a look at the scenario of, obviously, the only one that's not done a stop just yet is Eric. So obviously he's gone from 20th to 1st, obviously, because everyone's pitted. Let's just have a quick glance at let's have a quick glance at the gap, well, the position, shall we say. So we got Hulk and TDG Nathan, who had the biggest movers with 8 positions. Obviously, with Eric had 19, but he still has to pit. But we're at the moment, because they've all pitted, TDG Nathan and Hulk have all got biggest movers. The biggest loss is at the moment is Maggot, who had who started off in 2nd place, but he unfortunately had this back end just went at the start finishing line straight again. It's just a shame, because I would have liked to have seen him done well in the Performance League tonight. And he was really unlucky yesterday, to be fair, in the F3 League, where he had a bit of an accident at the pit entry as well. So hopefully he'll bounce back at the Monza track as well. So at things stand, so at the moment, Paul Racetech is on for a perfect race itself. But if you're watching the stream, guys, and you're hoping to see some predictions, so we say, obviously the safety car has brought in a bit of the fresher tyres now. So do you think Paul Racetech can do it? Do you think Stephen can do it, or can any of the outsiders like Harry, Sab? I do, like I said, Sab, who driven the first stint, trying to close the gap onto Paul Racetech. He was trying to do the. He was trying to do the They were trying to do the undercut, but they did not expect the safety car to come in from Sir Spud. Sir Spud, who is one of the drivers who have had a bit of the casualty of the DNF, as well as Passmo Diesel, as well as Maggot. So those are the 3 unfortunate drivers who are out of the race of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. So just having a look. I'm just trying to see if the safety car's not coming in this lap, because obviously so we've got, I was just watching it from Eric's car to see if the safety car will be coming in. Obviously one of the drivers has just tried to catch up to the grid, so just making sure that we're going to see the guys are going to try and get themselves warmed up and ready to go. Here we go. So for the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, we should, crossing our fingers, we should restart now. In the safety car will and should be able to go into this lap. So obviously Eric will have to try and pit within the next probably about 5-6 laps, unless he's trying to save for the softs. That is the big question. That is the big question. So Paul Racetech will be on the fresher mediums and will hopefully try and pull away from O'Stephen. So try and see if so Paul Racetech, who obviously one of the former F1 driver who's now racing the Performance League. He's really trying to push on now to try and get that win at Suzuka. But so far, at the moment, I've been quite impressed with some of the drivers tonight, to be fair. I think, obviously, I enjoyed the battle between Nightshades and Harry in that first stint that we saw. And obviously, Nightshades brought an unbelievable, two unbelievable moves. So that will be never forgot. Pardon me. So they'll never be forgotten as well. So, they're passing Spoon Curve now. And come up to with a straight line, and then come up to the 130R at turn 15 in a moment. So just looking at Eric's, yeah, safety car. Safety car is in this lap, so Eric will have to try and bunch the cars up, as he is technically now the new safety car leader. So here we go. Eric needs to try and get. He needs to try and back off a bit because he needs to give enough space to get past the safety car. And he does go on ahead, and he had a great start actually. Until Paul Racetech trying to close the gap. Can Paul Racetech trying to make a move into first place? No, he doesn't. He does not do that at all. And now we're back live and racing, guys. And I'm just trying to have a look at... Nightshade is getting closer to Stephen again. These two drivers are trying to push on, but Harry as well. They're still, hopefully... Oh, Hulk nearly trying to close the gap onto TL4S. But let's have a look at this battle, because we've got Moreno, who's going to be close the gap onto Hulk for 8th place. Moreno, who's one of those drivers who I've impressed last few seasons at the Performance League. At the moment he's in 9th place, but hopefully he'll try and push on. But Wojtek, the Drivers' Championship leader, oh my days, is that Ginger Tiger and Turak battling out for 11th and 12th, as we just saw on the stream. So Hulk trying to get the slipstream off TL4S and trying to do everything he can. Obviously, oh my days, I tell you what, Turak's made the move. Turak has made the move just before 130R. So that's impressive stuff, but can Giga Tiger try and... Gareth's going to try and move into 2 wide. Or Gareth Thorne may try and make the move, but he might have another chance here because Giga Tiger's made a little bit of a mistake coming up to the end. Well, the end of the track. Gareth's going to try and make the move, and he does make the move into turn 1. What a move from the F1 commentator. But Giga Tiger's made another mistake, and now 2 wide again. Wojtek is still trying to close the gap. Oh my god, what's happening there? Wojtek and Matty are having a proper battle. And now he's impressive stuff. And Bando, oh, there's been contact. There's been contact between Bando and Matty. There's been contact between Bando and Matty. So I couldn't see exactly, like I couldn't see who was technically at fault at the time, but the two drivers, obviously one driver was trying to go on the track, but unfortunately for the two drivers, they're going to have to battle it out a bit at the back of the grid now. Hopefully they'll try and get another safety car, let me look at Gareth now. Gareth is getting close to Turak now, so let's see if Gareth can try and emulate what he did earlier on. Will he make another move into turn 1 again? So Gareth could have an opportunity now. So try and get the slipstream. Can Gareth do it again into turn 1? He can't do it yet. But he really wants to try and get these points. Obviously, guys, if you're new to the Performance League and not sure how the points works, for any position that you finish, you'll guarantee points as long as you don't get any DNFs or DSQs or basically out of the race. if you're in the race and you've not got a DNF or DSQ, and whatever position you're at, you will guarantee points. Obviously, first will be 25, second 22, third 20, fourth is 17, and then 16 all the way down to 1 from 5th to 20th. But obviously, Suspud, Pass, and Maggot won't get any points. Oh, it looks like Gareth's trying to close the gap onto Tarak, but not enough. Not enough to try and get past. I'm going to go back to the Harry Nightshades battle, because that could be a close battle for, which could be all heated up. Quite a few drivers have all had the penalties. So let's see what they can try and do. Just seeing if Harry can try and close the gap onto Nightshades again. If you had to pick a battle, well, Eric is going into the pits now. Eric is going to the pits, which should be, you would think, for the softs. Nightshades could have a chance on O'Steven. Nightshades cannot afford. Oh, O'Steven's made a mistake. He's made a mistake. It looks like Nightshades nearly. Oh, he's got to be careful, because if he touches O'Steven, he might lose the front wing. He's got to be absolutely careful. Obviously, with O'Steven on the hard tyres, that is the. Yes, it is the downside of it all, because it is the slowest tyre. But as things stand, Paul Racetech can now push on and pull away from the pack from second place. But Harry's pouncing. Harry is going to pounce at any moment of time. So you've got to watch this battle. And also, you've got quite a few battles at the back of the grid. So we're not technically losing, like, try and lose out massively. But here we go. Can Harry do it? Can Harry try and push on now to Nightshades, who's in third place? So they're going past, they've already passed Spoon Curve, they're coming up to 130R. So, I'll tell you what, guys, I forgot to mention, if anyone does a 2 wide or 3 wide scenario at 130R, they are absolute legends. I do agree. They will be absolute legends as well. So Harry should have the DRS, but then again, Nightshades will have the DRS. This is what I mean. One of the drivers who have got the DRS, it's just going to be a ball ache to do. Nathan has moved up to 7th place. TL44S has dropped down to 8th place. I'm going to have a look at this battle from Moreno and Tarak now. So we thought that we was going to see the battle for the top end, but still not enough. Nightshades is 1.2 seconds behind O'Steven, so, and Nightshades has dropped himself down to 4th. So now Harry's moved himself up to 3rd place. So good move from him to get himself into the top 3. But can he hold on? That's the big question. Can he try and hold on? So as things stand, it looks like Gallagher's going to try and close the gap onto Tarak for 10th place. TL44S is trying to close the gap onto Nathan for 7th and 8th again. But yeah, it's been trains galore at the Suzuka track at the Japanese Grand Prix. Tarak, oh my days, Tarak, is he going to make the move? He's going to go for it! Oh, what a move! What a move there from Tarak, but he will lose on the DRS. He will lose on the DRS to Moreno. Moreno, too wide down the straight. Oh my god. Actually, you know what? Can Tarak hold on for 9th? He does hold on for 9th. Moreno's going to go round the outside. Is he going to go? Is he doing it? Oh, I thought the way it looked on the camera view, it looked like he was going to go round the outside of Tarak. But not enough. Nitrogas has moved up to 12th. Wojtek has dropped down to 13th place. So, and looks like, yeah, because Wojtek has made a mistake through the S's. So, here we go. Gareth is going to try and close the gap onto 10th place again to Moreno. So at the moment, as things start, to be fair to O'Steven, I was a bit I was a bit unsure with the hard tyres because the hard tyres should have been moved up to well, should be a little bit slower, should we say, but not enough. But I'm going to try and have a look at O'Stephen in a moment, but I just want to see if Gareth can try and close the gap onto Moreno in 10th before I check on O'Stephen to try. Gareth, he's going to try and make it. No, try and defend. Moreno, try and defend on one side of the 130R. Mad scenes. Gareth should have the DRS. Same with Moreno. Harry's dropped down to 4th. Nightshade has moved up to 3rd place. So, still try and have a look at Harry now, to be fair. I'm not sure what's happened to him, but actually, you know what? I'm going to look at this battle between Saab and Hulk. Hulk has got a penalty. Let's have a quick look at the penalties. So at the moment, Hulk has got 3 seconds worth of penalties. Same with Moreno, Nitrogas, Wojtek, Eric, Ginger Tiger. Well, Bando Blitz has got 13 seconds. And Wojtek is out. And we got another safety car. We have got another safety car. So this is quite interesting now. Because now the drivers who are... To be fair though, would you go in for the pits, for the softs now? Or would you keep on the... for me, I would keep on the mediums. That's how I see it. I think it might be keeping on for the mediums. That's the biggest question of it all. But with... obviously, you don't want to lose position. And the way it's going at the moment... I can't see anyone going in. I mean, unless they've had like front wing damage. That's the biggest question of it all. But yeah, are you enjoying the race, guys? Are you enjoying it? If you are, please make sure you like subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races itself. Wojtek has left the garage and left the track. So Moreno and Gareth and Matty, they've all gone on to the pits, which I will not be surprised if they go for the softs. But I know I said earlier on I did not expect anyone to go in because obviously they want to keep their position where they're at. But this could be quite interesting now. This could be quite interesting, especially with the drivers who just pitted for the softs. That is going to be try and get the fastest lap. You need to get the fastest lap within the top 10. If you don't, that fastest lap point will not be counted if you're outside of the top 10. That is the big scenario, especially when you've got like points at stake for the Performance League. So Wojtek, who's the Drivers' Championship leader, before tonight's race, is now out of the race itself. So hopefully we'll try and see what's going to happen from this point of view. So here we go. So obviously with the safety car. So with the safety car scenario, Paul Race Tech is still in the lead in first. You've got O'Stephen, who's in second place. You've got Nightshades is in third. You've got Harry, who's in fourth. You've got Saab is in fifth. Hulk is in sixth. TGG Nathan is in 7th place. TL44S is in 8th. Tarak is in 9th. Nitrogash is in 10th. Eric is in 11th. Ginger Tiger is in 12th. Moreno is in 13th. Gareth is in 14th. Matty is in 15th. Bando is in 16th. Bye. And you got Wojtek, Suspud, Pasmar Dussel and Maggot. They're the only casualties of the DNFs during this race tonight at the Performance League. So hopefully we'll get some more info of I'm not sure exactly. Well, we got a couple of drivers in the pits again. We got Moreno and Bando who got into the pits again. So they're definitely gone in for more pits for the wing change, I'm guessing. Right. So yeah, it should be interesting stuff here, guys. If you so we're on lap 22 or 27. This is the second safety car. If you've just joined us, where the hell have you been? Because this has been an absolute belter of a race. So much battles from all parts of the track, from all parts of the grid itself. And to be fair though to Paul Racek, he's doing a brilliant job to hold on to first. Oh, Stephen, considering he's on the hard tyres, you would think the hard tyres would have gone by, like, not gone as in the tyre wear, but because of the gap between mediums and hards, the hards would have been a little bit slower. But with the pace of the Red Bull and the pace of the Alfa Romeo car, that is the little bit of the difference. That is a little bit of the difference. Obviously, you wouldn't think Red Bull with the aero would be helpful on this track. It would have been helpful if it was like Hungary, to be fair. But with the straight line speed, you would hope that O'Stephen can try and do everything he can to push on massively. But again, it's just unlucky for Wojtek, who I would have liked to have seen him try and push on from his first place in the Drivers' Championship now. So it'll be a different scenario now, and it looks like the clouds are getting a little bit darker. So yeah, the clouds are getting a little bit darker, so just not as bad, but so should be able to get ourselves back up and live racing now for from the safety car. So Paul Racing tried to push away from O'Stephen. So again, guys, everyone's all bunched up and we're live again for the racing. So lap 23 and 27. Nightshades, who had a, like I said, in the F2 League, he went from mediums to the softs, and then he just managed to get himself into the top 10. He might have an opportunity to close the gap once he gets past O'Stephen. I think he's got a massive chance to try and win the race against Paul Racek, but the clouds are not helping. The clouds are not helping at all. But then again,
Hi,
we've got Wojtek. Wojtek, who's just joined us. How you doing, mate? You alright?
Yeah, could be better after the crash, but since you're here alone, I thought that I can join you.
Oh, no worries, Wojtek. But like I said, we've got about 4 laps. 5 laps remaining. So just be interested to see how goes on here. But we'll talk to you in a bit, Wojtek, of your scenario, what happened at the race tonight. So Eric has gone ahead of Nightcast. Oh no, oh my days. Looks like there's been an incident at the third sector. It looks like Tarak has dropped down to 14th. Eric has dropped down to 15th. O'Stephen's dropped down as third. Nightshades has moved up to second place. So Nightshades has moved up to second place. So mad city. So now Nightshades could have an opportunity to win this race. But the clouds are not looking great. It's getting a little bit darker. So are we going to see what I would think could be seen? Because that's what happened in the F3 League last night, where it rained a few laps earlier than what we are at the moment. But situations as it comes for the scenario itself. But yeah, just watching O'Stephen trying to defend against Harry now. So Harry and Sab and Hulk, they really are pushing. Same with Nathan and TL44S. Nightshades is 4 tenths behind Paul Racetech. Matty's getting closer to Ginga Tiger for 10th and 11th place. And actually, you know what? I'm going to have a look at that battle. Because we got a 3-car battle. It looks like Matty... Oh my days. Matty... Gareth is just behind, but here we go. We might see a few little moves. No, Still not enough. Still not enough. But can. Oh my god, we got too wide. We got too wide scenario. So the two Ferraris. Matty's gone ahead of Giga Tiger. Gareth has dropped down to 13th. Tarak has moved up to 12th. So that's a good move from Tarak. But Gareth will not give up on that position because he is obviously in the more or less fresh soft tyres compared to 13 laps of the hard tyres. Just having a look at Harry now. Harry's getting closer to O'Stephen. So here we go. Can Harry try and push on now to O'Stephen for third place? O'Stephen's really done everything he could to try and get this last podium finish. But as long as he doesn't get any penalties, he'll be absolutely fine. But I think there'll be an absolute pouring with sweat as well. Absolute pouring with sweat at the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, live exclusive for you guys. So we will have a word with Wojtek after this race. Don't get me. Oh, I just saw a little bit of rain. Unless I'm mistaken, I just saw a little bit of rain. Correct me if I'm wrong. It looked like there was a bit of a flash of a little bit of rain coming in. So we'll get that confirmed in a moment or two. But obviously won't be enough for intermediates either way. So the tyre wear should be standing up. But now Nightshade. Oh, there's been contact! There's been contact between Nightshade and poor Racetech. Nightshade who's trying to make the move on the inside on poor Racetech. So now he's going to have to do it again. Try and close the gap. For the penultimate lap. We're on the penultimate lap, guys. We're on the penultimate lap of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League. Now Matt is getting closer to Nitrogash, who's in 9th, but still watching this battle. Can Nightchase now finally be able to try and close the gap onto poor Racetech again and try and do one last chance? He will have one last chance to try and close the gap. But let's have a look at Harry now. Harry needs to get the move done now against O'Stephen. If he really wants this podium, he really needs to push. He really needs to push because obviously you've got Saab who's done a magnificent race again. Who's in 5th place. So still Saab trying to close the gap. But now the gap is getting. Matty's getting closer to Nitrogas again for 9th place. This is the one that we're going to be looking forward to now. Can Nightshades finally be able to get past poor Racetech, who's been more or less leading the race? Yeah, the rain is properly kicking in. DRS is active. This is an opportunity. I know. Oh, poor Racetech. Oh, a bit of contact. Can Nightshades do it? Bando's out. Bando's out of the race. Nightshades could have an opportunity to close the gap onto poor Racetech. The Alfa Romeo is really struggling with those tyres. So Nightshades, who's been absolutely fantastic in this battle, can he finally do it? Can he finally get past him? You would think that little bit of contact between at the turn 1 at lap 26 may have been the casualty of it all, but oh, he's making the move! Oh, he tried to make the move again. He caught the side of poor Racetech Nightshades. So he's trying everything again, but then again now, can O'Stephen now finally be able to get back into 2nd place, or will Nightshades try and do it? You would think Nightshades would have tried to go on the straight and then go for it. Gareth's moved to 9th. Nitrogash has dropped down to 10th place. So poor Racetech, on the last few laps, he would have been absolutely under a lot of pressure from Nightshades. And congratulations to him, because he's going to cross over the line to win the Japanese Grand Prix. Congratulations to him. Oh my days! Oh, Stephen and Harry had to be side by side. Harry missed out by a 10th. Harry has missed out by a 10th. Oh, Stephen, he's one lucky guy to hold on to the podium at the Performance League. Well done to him. Harry in 4th. Saab in 5th. TL4 is in 6th, Hulk is in 7th, Nathan is in 8th, Gareth is in 9th, Matty is in 10th, Nigel 11th, Tarak is in 12th, Moreno is in 13th, Eric is in 14th, and Gigatai is in 15th place with Bando, Wojtek, Spud, Pasmar Dussel and Maggot. They're the only casualties of the DNFs tonight. So we'll go through the classification in a moment too, guys. So yeah, but the driver of the day, as the game said, is Hulk. So he must have done the biggest movers of the race tonight. So yeah, well done to Hulk, to be fair. But the battle for first place was absolutely heated up the last few laps. So I'm gonna have to have a word with Paul Racetech when he comes in, and as well as Night Chase to hear his thoughts of trying to make the moves in the last few laps, and O'Stephen where he missed out on O'Stephen to hold on for third place. But here are your race classification for the Japanese Grand Prix, for the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League, for the PlayStation platform. You got Paul Racetech who's in first, Nightshades is in second, you got O'Stephen who's in third, you got Harry who's in fourth, Saab is in fifth, TL44S is in sixth, Hulk is in seventh, Nathan is in eighth, Gareth is in ninth, Matty is in 10th, Nigel is in 11th, Tarak is in 12th, Moreno is in 13th, Eric 14th, Ginger Tiger is in 15th, Bando, Wojtek, Suspud, Pasmar Dussel and Maggot, they're the only ones who've had the DNFs during the race tonight. We'll be right back, guys, to get all the drivers in, and we'll get a quick overview from Wojtek, if he's still in the lobby, and also in the commentators box, and also for the top 3 drivers there. So don't go anywhere, guys, we will be right back for the podium questions. You alright, guys? How you doing? Just a quick one. We're going to have a quick question to Wojtek, who kindly joined us in the commentators box, but I didn't want to interrupt too much because there was so much action packed. So, just a brief overview from your point of view, Wojtek. What happened to you tonight?
Yeah, first of all, congrats to the guys on the podium. It was an amazing race, to be honest. And from my side, it was really poor session. I had troubles in the first sector, mainly in the fast chicanes, where I made the first mistake, which made me spun. And then after that, in the very same chicane, I made literally the same mistake, which caused me a collision with the wall and end of my race. So yeah, really poor session for me.
Hopefully you'll bounce back, Wojtek, and it's really it's really shame for you to like miss out, because you was in the lead in the Drivers' Championship. So, like I said,
Yeah,
next
fingers
week,
crossed for the next one.
yeah, fingers crossed. So, thank you for joining us tonight. You didn't have to, but you just unexpected, to be fair. But yeah, cheers for that, mate. I wish you all the very best of luck for next week. But stay where you are, mate. We'll have a chat after the stream. All right. So. We got Paul Racetech, we got Nightshades, we got O'Stephen for their podium interviews with the commentator. So we'll talk to Paul Racetech first, then Nightshades, and then O'Stephen for their top 3 finish. Oh, right. Paul Racetech, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Catching my breath a bit, but yeah, can't complain for sure.
Catching your breath. I was just about to ask. I'm going to mention it to Nightshades in a different term. But from your point of view, what was your... You catching your breath, but surely you would have been pouring with sweat after the battle that you had with Nightshades the last few laps.
Absolutely, it was a really good battle. I mean, kudos to all the other drivers. I had good battles, I think, with most of the grid today. Yeah, I think the setup worked today, starting from the lead. I tried to go for a low downforce setup to make sure that I have enough speed on the straight, and yeah, that paid off, I guess, at the end. So I'm very happy.
Absolutely, and it looked like you was controlling as best as you could with the Alfa Romeo car tonight. But from your point of view, you were struggling to get away from O'Stephen in the first stint. Was it because obviously of the car performance, or was it just the track itself that you was trying to pull away from O'Stephen, who was in second place at the time when you was battling out in the first stint?
A little bit of both, I think. Mostly strategy, though. You know, I wanted the guys behind me to, you know, keep pushing and using their ERS, giving them hope. And yeah, then I just pulled away slightly to turn 1, just to make sure that I stay ahead. And yeah, that seems to have worked brilliantly here. The Alpha, however, I have to say, you know, the track is not really suited to this car. So again, really happy with the result.
Yeah, brilliant result from you, Paul Racetech. You did a brilliant job as always. But I know I said earlier on you had a great battle with Nightshades the last few laps, but it looked like there was contact. I'll mention it to Nightshades in a bit. But from your point of view, you was trying to defend as much as possible, wasn't you, to try and hold on to that lead?
Yes, to be fair, I think I took the normal line I usually take in the hairpin. I think obviously Nightshades was completely entitled to go for the move last lap. You give it everything, but I don't think he was, you know, besides me enough to make the move stick. So I don't see anything wrong in that particular incident personally.
Fair enough. Like I said, it brought entertainment on the stream. Don't get me wrong, it brought entertainment on the stream for you two for the last few laps, because it was just nail-biting stuff for you guys as well. So, Paul Racetech, you are a winner of the Japanese Grand Prix. Congratulations to you, mate. You did a brilliant job. You can stay if you want, or you can shoot off. It's up to you. But thank you very much for joining tonight. Well done.
Thanks, mate.
Nice one. Nightshades, how you doing, mate? You alright?
Yo, how you doing?
Not too bad. Not too bad, mate. You?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. No, it's a good race.
Good.
GG's to everyone.
Yeah, I was going to say you had some great. I saw some great battles like yourself against Harry for about, I would say, halfway through the race itself. But I saw 2 good moves that you did, and one that you did against O'Stephen, and also for TL44S. That was 2 good moves. So which one would you pick as your best one ever?
I don't know, really. I think mostly it's just saving the ERS and using it when I could, really. And obviously it's equal performance. But so I think O'Stephen was a bit harder to get past due to the straight line speed. But at the end of the day, I knew that he was on a hard, so I had the tyre advantage. I just needed to get past as quick as possible. So.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. as I said earlier on to Paul Race Tech, from your perspective, the last 2 laps, you was pushing that car to the limit. Do you feel like you lost it at lap 26 when you tried to make the move at turn 1, or did you feel like you had nothing? You had like nothing to lose pretty much on the last lap.
Yeah, well, I thought it was going to come down to the last lap, to be honest. I think my only really sort of chance was the straight, and obviously trying to go. I think I went around the outside first and tried cutting the inside, but it didn't work. But the one into the second chicane, I wasn't really meant to do that, to be honest. I think Paul broke a little bit earlier than I was expecting, so I was really just trying to avoid him, really. But anyway, no, it was a good race, and yeah, GG to all.
Brilliant stuff, nice shows. As I said earlier on, it was jaw-breaking, just like nail-biting stuff, because I wasn't sure whether he was going to go for it after you pushed so hard to try and get past O'Stephen, and once you'd done that, I thought, is he going to try and challenge Paul in the last few laps? And he did, but it looked like he missed out on the first place itself. But GG's, to be fair, because you did a great race overall tonight, and brilliant job from yourself, Nightshades. So you can stay if you want, mate, or you can shoot off. It's up to you. But thank you very much for joining tonight, mate. Congratulations.
Cheers, lads.
Nice one.
Scott.
Oh, nice one. Oh, Stephen, how you doing, mate? You all right?
All right, Mel.
You all right, mate? How you doing?
A nice return to the podium.
It's a nice return. I think you sound. You might need to put your mic up a little bit more, because I think you sound a little bit quiet.
Sorry, is that better?
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
much
is that
better. That's much better. Yeah. So, Stephen, it's good to see you back in the podium. Obviously, you've driven well with that Red Bull car, but with the battle that you had to start off with on the medium tyres to start off with, you did a brilliant job to keep that podium. Where did it go wrong when later on in the race? Because you was doing everything you could to defend, but was it because of the tyre wear as well at the same time? Or was it something different? Was it the setup? What was it?
I think it was today. It was the actual safety cars that wrecked my race today, because I think I could have won today if it wasn't for the safety car. I think, but yeah, it is what it is. People crush out, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nightshades did 3 moves exactly the same. I knew exactly where he was going to brake, and I just thought, why even try to defend that, because he was too quick, to be honest. It was a good move by him. And Paul just kept the gap to me all the time. I just couldn't seem to get near him.
Well, to be fair though, Stephen, considering you was on the lesser, like, quicker tyre, you still kept up with him though during the race.
Yeah.
So
that's why I thought if the safety car hadn't come out, then I could build a gap, because with free air between laps 9, 10, when people were pitted till lap 16, and then I'd be on the faster tyre, and then obviously I'd probably have to make up 2 or 3 places to get back to where I was. So yeah, I'm just happy with the podium. Back in the groove again after equal performance yesterday, where I got a second again.
yeah,
So I'm really buzzing.
it's good to see you back at your old self, shall we say, Stephen. You did a brilliant job as always, and it's good to see you back to your old self. You know, back in the old days, shall we say, where you was challenging for podiums, and that's what we like to see from yourself, Stephen. And I do, like I said, it would have been different with if the safety car didn't happen, but obviously you did driven a magnificent race tonight, and we'll like I said, hopefully you'll be back in the podium next time, and we'll see the old Stephen keeping fighting again as always. How about that?
Yeah, confidence is key.
Confidence is key, absolutely. Stephen, congratulations, you gained 3rd place. Wish you all the very best of luck. Same to Nightshades and to Paul Racetech for their brilliant drives tonight. For the final time, guys, please make sure you like, subscribe to the Invictus Racing League channel for all the live races. Don't forget to check out the PlayStation F1 League on Monday nights at 8 PM. You got the PlayStation F2 League on Tuesday nights. You got the PC F1 and F2, and also the PlayStation F4 League on Wednesday nights at 8 PM exactly, and also the Performance League on the YouTube channel on Thursdays as well. But not only that, the Twitch channels for the Xbox on Tuesday nights at 8 PM, and also for the F1 League, and also got the Performance League for the Xbox League on Thursday nights at the same time as what we are doing for the Performance League on Thursday nights as well. And also, so check out Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, guys, for all the latest news. And also check out the InvictusRacingLeague.com for all the latest news and all the latest info that you want to see during that Invictus Racing Leagues. But yeah, it's a few words from me. Great race at Japan. Nail biting last few laps between Paul and Nightshades, but it was an absolute classic finale, classic finale with 2 safety cars. All the cars were all bunched up, and there was quite a few trains, shall we say, but overall Paul Racek finally holding on to win the Japanese Grand Prix. Next week we are back for round 5 at the Italian Grand Prix at Monza, where we have new allocation of the cars, and we'll be back on the short qualifying tonight. Hopefully Tim will be back in the comms box with me, but I wish your solo commentator for tonight, Malk, I wish you all a very good night. Take care of yourselves, guys. See you next week. Ta-ra a bit. Bye bye.